Welcome to another VeVe Digital Collectible Comic Breakdown. I'm Corey with VeVe, and today from Marvel, we're getting Devil Dinosaur #1. Yes, in an age when giants walk the world, he was the mightiest of all. For those of you who have been staying current with Marvel's comic and on-screen efforts, you're going to recognize Devil Dinosaur. He's been paired up with Lunella Lafayette, Moon Girl, known by readers and fans as the smartest person in the world. For those of you who are newer to this character, welcome, and don't worry. We're going to cover the character, the comic, the history, the variants that we're getting, and all of that good stuff. First, let's look at the drop schedule. This comic is releasing on Thursday, February 9th at 8 a.m. Pacific time. 10K editions will be released across the 5 variant covers with the retail price of 6.99 gems. This comic has some history, so let's dig right into it. This comic debuted the character of Devil Dinosaur, and it was published on April 1st of 1978. Interestingly, Jack Kirby wrote, edited, and drew this book. Devil Dinosaur gained that red coloring, which wasn't standard for his species, due to a mutation that was triggered by a traumatic event. And this all occurred in a universe separate from the 616 universe many of you are familiar with. This world is called Dinosaur World, and this mutation gave him abilities like heightened senses, increased strength, and the ability to communicate with a character called Moon Boy. This comic is also his first appearance. Devil Dinosaur was discovered by Moon Boy right after he had gone through his mutation and had been injured. Moon Boy nursed him back to health, and the two became companions. And they would rush off on a series of wild adventures. The Devil Dinosaur run lasted for 9 issues. In those 9 comics, the two would battle rival clans, other dinosaur creatures, robots, and even would be transported to modern-day Nevada for a final adventure where they would ride off into a literal sunset. The 9 comics eventually were combined into an omnibus, which features the cover of Devil Dinosaur #1. And for fans of the legendary Jack Kirby, it's a must-have piece for any Marvel collection. Of course, Devil Dinosaur and Moon Boy wouldn't walk into a permanent sunset after those 9 issues. They would find sporadic use in different comics over the years. What happened with Moon Boy? Well, that's a story for a different video. As for Devil Dinosaur, he's been used a whole bunch. Most recently, he's been reimagined for a younger generation of Marvel fans. Devil Dinosaur also appears in the new animated series, Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, streaming on Disney Plus and airing on the Disney Channel. It's wild to see a character like Devil Dinosaur that was created 45 years ago get a revitalizing facelift and still find usage. Obviously, this is a T-Rex that's not going extinct anytime soon. Dad joke accomplished. Another aspect of this book is our VeVe exclusive rare and ultra rare covers coming from Ben Sue. And Ben Sue is a relatively new artist at Marvel, and in terms of VeVe exclusive work, he recently delivered Amazing Spider-Man #2. For today's comic, he's using an interesting halftone effect on the ultra rare cover, which shows a transition between modern and older art styles. Let's take a closer look at those and all of the variants. The common classic cover is minting 6,000 editions and features cover styling and artwork by Jack Kirby himself. The uniqueness of this story is reflected by the artwork on both this cover and within. Kirby accomplished a feeling with this art that very much transports you to a different time and place, Dinosaur World, but he also set the tone for this comic by packing the entire cover with action and intensity. Next, the uncommon vintage variant is minting 2,250 editions. I have a theory about red characters and color selection. They really pop, and they're going to make great display pieces someday, especially when the characters are centered like it is in this comic. Not only does Devil Dinosaur and Moon Boy get saturated with color, even the pricing placard got a color selection. For fans of this style of cover and who plan to display them someday in their homes and showrooms, this is another fine addition to the collection. The rare hero variant in our first VeVe exclusive cover is minting 1,000 editions. This Ben Sue sketch variant seems to replicate the pose of the original price placard, which remains in the top left corner. The title logo has been shifted to the right to better frame and make use of the cover space available. The ultra rare vibranium variant is minting 500 editions, and it takes all of that line work and blasts it with color. I mentioned the halftone effect when we talked about the artist Ben Sue earlier, and you all can see what I'm talking about here. It's an interesting artistic decision, as it very much contrasts the older way of printing and the limitations it had with the modern ways of producing art. Last, the secret rare True Believer variant is minting 250 editions. This is an interior panel pull, and here's the panel it's being sourced from. The interior art for this comic was all done by Jack Kirby, so here we are getting a cover variant featuring his work. What's fun is this selection is actually from a 2-page spread earlier in the book. It establishes the mood and feel of the story in a big way, and it's the perfect image to select that honors the artist, creator, and source material. And that's a wrap for this info dump. Best of luck if you decide to go for this one. Appreciate all the comments and feedback that we got on the previous videos. While we don't have time to respond to all of them, we are taking notes and we will improve the quality of the videos and the way we present this information based on that feedback to what makes sense. So keep the feedback coming and keep it classy. Until the next video, learn, share, collect what you love. This is Corey with VeVe signing off.